نعم المولى ونعم النصير وينصرك الله نصرا عزيزا نصر من الله وفتح قريب نعم المولى ونعم النصير. Viewers, I greet you, and to my returning subscribers I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And if you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Aija Wasilat Ibrahim Bello. Hadith 1, Sahih Buhari, إنما الأعمال بالنيات وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى. That is, actions shall be judged by intentions, and each person will be rewarded according to their intentions. Sadaqallahu Rasul. And that is taking us to the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Today we are diving into the father of believers, Nabi Ibrahim. Both Muslim and Christian believes that Nabi Ibrahim is the father of faith. And that is why we need to dive into the story of Nabi Ibrahim today. But this story is going to be in series. We are starting series 1, and it will be followed by the next series, and the last series. Please, my viewers, my subscribers, I will not want us to miss out on any of this series. The story of Nabi Ibrahim can never be overemphasized, because Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was loaded with belief, charged with certainty and assurance of the ability of Creator is in him. And that is why Almighty Allah named him the father of believers. In Islam, we normally say As-salatu Ibrahimiyya. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Kama sallaita ala Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim. Warahmu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Kama Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim. Wa bariki ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Kama barakta ala Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala ali Sayyidina Ibrahim fil alamina innaka Hamidum Majid. Oh, thank you. Hi, Lauren. And we are diving into the history of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Abraham's people, or Abraham's town, is named Babylon. Thank you so much. Babylon, thank you so much. Abraham's people, that is in Babylon, that is today's Iraq. Abraham was given birth in a town called Kudam. And as a king, there was a king then named Namrud Ibn Kush. He was the lord over the town then. He was their king. He was the controller of their kingdom. But because of their ignorance, because they are idol worshippers, they are polytheists, they worship other celestial things like the moon and the stars. And that is in that community that Nabi Abraham was delivered. He was given birth to in that corrupted community. But Almighty Allah gave him guidance. Almighty Allah gave Nabi Ibrahim right guidance. He did not worship the idols with them. Almighty Allah charged Nabi Ibrahim with certainty and assurance in the ability of God. And Nabi Ibrahim from infancy had already known that my God cannot be coming out in the morning and settling in the evening. Let's check Surah Al-An'am, Quran 6, verse 76. Anabi Ibrahim had a clear intention, a clear understanding of his Lord. Therefore, he did not worship the idols in which his father called Azar. His father was an idol worship. Their king, who is called Namrud, was also an idol worship. But Anabi Ibrahim, as the guidance received from his Lord, did not worship idols with them. And that is why all the time we need to be praying that God should continue to guide us aright. Even though he was given in the city, in town, where polythesis was the order of the day, he did not worship the idols with them. He believed in he believes in oneness of Allah. He believes in the supremacy of Allah. But his people from the Babylon believe. Thank you, little Brittany. Thank you. I'm good. Little Brittany, how are you too? Anabi Ibrahim, we are dwelling into the story of Prophet Ibrahim. May the peace of Allah be upon him. Though he was given birth in the town where polythesis was the order of the day, because he received guidance from his Lord, he refused to worship idols with them because he was charged with certainty. And that is why at the one of Sahih Bukhari is very, very important. Innamal a'malu binniyati wa innamal likulli imri'in ma nawa. Every actions shall be judged according to the intentions, and every person will be judged according to their intentions. Let's all the time allow our intentions to be clear. Don't say, after all, my actions are good. What about your intentions? And that is why Anabi Ibrahim asked his Lord, though I believe you, but can you still show me how actually your power, how supreme? And Allah gave Anabi Ibrahim instruction. Go and get birds for a number, kill them, mix them, and put them in different parts on the hill. Then call them. Anabi Ibrahim had killed the birds and tore their bodies with his hands. Then his parts were departed. When he called upon them, they approached him and gathered around him. And this increased Anabi Ibrahim's faith that no doubt Almighty God can do everything at the same time, on the same spot. And we should please follow the path of Abraham. Abraham never worshipped idol, even with his father. He never worshipped idol with his people. And he was delivered, given birth in the town where polytheism was the order of the day. But because he received guidance from his Lord, he never followed them. My subscribers, my viewers, the viewers that are watching me today, those people that will still be watching me tomorrow, please, let's follow our Lord. Do not allow our heart to follow or to be worshiping any celestial items like the sun, the moon, or the stars. Or do not allow us to be carving maybe a stone or anything and be calling him the Lord. The Lord, your Lord, is the one that brought you forth onto this earth. Is the one that breathed spirit unto you. And the same spirit is the one that makes you to be answering your name today. The same spirit will be taken away from you tomorrow. And everybody will be referring to you as a dead body. A journey to the Ọlọ́run Miami. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé ẹsẹ̀ Ànábì Ibrahim àṣẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ story ẹlẹ́ni ni. This is just the introductory part. Ànábì Ibrahim la mú wá lẹ́ni. By tomorrow or the next episode, we are going to dwell more inside Ànábì Ibrahim's story. Be you a Christian, be you a Muslim, you will find the story of Ànábì Ibrahim both in the Bible and the Qur'an. And everything you're going to find about Ànábì Ibrahim is that he worships Allah alone. He confirms, he believes, and he proclaims the supremacy of Almighty Allah. And Nabi Ibrahim never in any situation denied the oneness of God. And Nabi Ibrahim never in any condition denies the oneness, supremacy of Almighty Allah. We will get to the point of even when he was tested by his people and he still believed that Allah, Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah, Allah, you are the one, and I believe this fire will quench and will not hurt me. Say the peak of faith. We need to increase our faith as Nabi Ibrahim is charged with belief, loaded with certainty, and the assurance of the ability of his creator never mixed up in his heart. All the time, Nabi Ibrahim, that is Prophet Ibrahim, believes in the power and the supremacy, in the oneness of his Lord. And he never makes these two things. Please, don't mix anything with the worship of your Lord. Worship your Lord awesomely. Even at the level of affliction. Worship your Lord awesomely. There will be trials. Qur'an has told us that there will be trials. But inna Allah ma'a as-sabirina. But the patient ones will be the one that will laugh at last. The patient ones will give thanks to Almighty Allah because they are patient, because they believe, because they trust Him. And that is the part of Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Let's do his part awesomely, wholeheartedly, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Let us believe in our heart. Belief starts from your heart. Before we even go to worship, in your heart, do you believe in oneness of God? Do you believe that is the one that will do everything for you? Do you believe that is going to bring you out of that body? Do you trust Him to the extent that at this your present situation, He will increase it? Do you even believe the prayer you are doing now? Do you believe in the fasting you are observing now? Do you believe that He is the one overseeing you? Do you believe that He will keep you safe? Please, my subscribers, my viewers, let us all believe in oneness of God. And that is what paved way to guidance for Nabi Ibrahim. It is the belief. Because he was born into the environment of polytheism. Nobody to even guide him. But in his heart, something was telling him, no, how can they are worshiping sun? Sun will rise in the morning and will set in the evening. How can God come and go? No, sun cannot be God. Moon? How can moon? Moon does not come out until maybe on the second day or third day or fifth day of the lunar calendar. Can he be moon? And before you know it, after by 14, 15, we come brighter. And before you know it, around that 17, 18, it's gone dark again. How can that be God? No, moon cannot be God. Look at faith, believe, strong, steadfastness. No, the stars that will shine for some time, and they will go dark after some time. No, stars cannot be God. Okay, but this idol, they carve it by their own hands. The idol never talks, he never speaks, he never hears, he never stand up to work, he can't do anything. And it was even carved by my father's or his siblings' hand. How can something I use my hand to do be God? No, idols cannot be God. See steadfastness, see faith. Please, the same situation too here. We are in that situation today. It might not be openly a carved idol, but that your situation you are experiencing now, do you know they present themselves before you as an idol? Come, this is my God that I'm worshiping. And Can he save me out of this situation? Am I sure? Is he capable of bringing me out of this calamity? Is that Allah capable? No. Allow your faith to hold you. Allow your faith to give you a stronger strength. Allow your faith to keep your steadfastness. That situation, Almighty Allah knows about that present situation you are now. And that is our own idol. The afflictions, the problems, the trials are our idol. And we will start to be meditating. We will be meditating within ourselves. Can this situation be suppressed by Allah? Can it be subdued by Allah? Can this present affliction be vanished? Can he go? Can he be overpowered by? No. We should know that no human being was born with problem, and we can never die with problem. And that is why Quran says, فَإِنَّمَا عَلَى أُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّمَا عَلَى أُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Surah Shari. Please, our steadfastness. We should remain with our steadfastness. We should remain with our faith. The trial is our idol of today. Anabi Ibrahim did not worship idols with his own people. He did not worship idol with his father. Rather, he is charged with certainty. Amidst any trial you or I might be in today, let's try to be steadfast. Let's try to hold our faith. That is just a phase. It will fade out. It's a phase you are experiencing today. It will fade away. Hold your faith. Believe in God. That is the most supreme. The supremacy over that trial is your Lord. Believe him and he will subdue it. May Almighty Allah, that gives Anabi Ibrahim the right guidance, not to worship the idols of his people, not to worship the sculpture they carved with their hands. Instead, he believed in oneness of Allah. May he give us the strength, the faith, the belief, the strength, the steadfastness, the mind to believe in him, that this present situation in which we are, this hardened trial that seems that it can never be dissolved, in which we are experiencing, Almighty Allah's supremacy has overcome them, and they will go and they will vanish. Bada a'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Fa innama ala usri yusra. Innama ala usri yusra. Fa innama ala usri yusra. Innama ala usri yusra. Fa innama ala usri yusra. Innama ala usri yusra. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Allah, I believe you. I thank you. I adore you. I worship you. I glorify you. For you have made today's episode. We have started the story of Anabi Ibrahim in accordance with the Quranic instructions. And we believe you that our faith in which you celebrate Anabi Ibrahim, Anabi Ibrahim, Prophet Ibrahim was celebrated because of faith. And we, today that we are living in today's world, we will be celebrated with our faith. Our faith will not depart us, and we will not depart our faith. God, we trust you, we believe you, and we thank you. We appreciate you. For anybody that has come across this lecture, kindly subscribe to this channel and assist us to grow. Almighty Allah, we strengthen our faith. Almighty Allah, we continue to lead us aright. Almighty Allah, will not allow us to go astray. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Almighty Allah, please bless my parents. Bless my husband. Bless Sheikh Ibrahim and Iyas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Bless Sheikh Muhammad Rabi radiyallahu. Almighty Allah, forgive our sins. Bless our mind. Bless our faith. We thank you for today. We thank you every day. We appreciate you. And we thank you for this program. Thank you, Little Brittany. Thank you, Belen. Thank you, everybody that supported us today, from India, from Cameroon, from Africa, from US, from UK, from South Africa, from US, everywhere in the world. We appreciate you. And we believe you that with you, we are going to go higher, and our faith will not depart us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Meet you soon.